It appears that Our Gracious Majesty the Queen has been making secret phone calls, but to who? I often say to you, and I genuinely mean this, you lovely people know exactly what I'm up to all day, broadcasting on TV, writing columns, and of course making these, well, short videos for you to enjoy, hopefully, and of course for us to get to know each other a little bit better, so you understand exactly where I'm coming from and what I'm trying to report directly to you. But today's royal story, I have to say, is one of, well, shall we say, mystery. Yes, it all is about Our Gracious Majesty the Queen, and according to a very good source, Our Majesty has been kept busy, not just recently, as we know, after the recent, shall we say, slight health scare, but what she's been doing over the last few months. And I think, as ever with Her Majesty, it's nice to find out things that we didn't know about her. And I said before, and I think you all agree with me on this, when she went to hospital, it's a private matter. She's a lady, she can do what she wants. Why does someone like the BBC or any international news channel need to know why Her Majesty was taken to hospital? You know, it's ridiculous, isn't it, when you think people get uppity over it. You think, move on, you know, leave the poor lady alone. But here really is what's making me love Her Majesty the Queen even more. What we can tell you first here on the channel is this. It appears that Her Majesty the Queen has been making secret phone calls. And when I say secret, let me be a little bit more open. Her Majesty, as you know, is a wonderful supporter of our British Armed Forces and worldwide forces too. And according to a very good source, she's been taking the time out to speak to old war heroes, old soldiers, things like that. Those people that are in her age range and younger, let me tell you also, simply because she's had that opportunity to finally slow down, particularly as we all did during this pandemic, to connect. Now, I don't know if people know this, but the Second World War for Her Majesty the Queen was a huge event, as it was for so many people that are still affected even to this day. We know that Her Majesty, alongside her younger sister, Princess Margaret, actively got involved in the war effort. That was all thanks to her mother, the Queen Mother, and of course King George at the time. Now, I thought this was wonderful because I think it gave them a grounded, rounded, well, feeling about real life. You know, they knew what other people were going through. Remember that infamous speech by the Queen Mother who said that when Buckingham Palace was bombed, she could now look the East End in the face. I think I knew what she meant, you know. Until you've experienced certain things, you don't know what it's like, do you? So Her Majesty the Queen, while being at Windsor, taking time out from doing Zooms, Skypes and all that sort of other digital wizardry that she seems to be across now, has, as I say, been telephoning people with warning to chat to them to make sure that they're okay, they're not lonely, and of course that they're being looked after. What a wonderful thing to find out, and what a wonderful thing for our busy monarch to take time out of her schedule to do. As we recently found out with His Royal Highness Prince Charles, he too has been undertaking personal phone calls to people that have been suffering from COVID-19. You see, royal work is not all about what you see and hear and saw in print or online. Sometimes it's behind the scenes that really makes the difference. And time again, our British monarchy truly prove just how invaluable they are to real British life. Neil Sean in the heart of London.